On behalf of myself and also on behalf of Governor Culver and the entire Culver Judge administration, it's my pleasure to welcome you to the first annual LGBT Business Symposium. This is an exciting event and one that is very important to the future of our state. The last couple of years have been not very easy here in Iowa. First, the natural disaster in 2008 with flooding impacted tens of thousands of people, and our second largest city, Cedar Rapids, was changed forever when the entire business district of Cedar Rapids and much of the residential districts were ravaged with floodwater. And just when we were about to clean up, another disaster hits our state, and this one didn't come from the sky or from the river. It came from practices on Wall Street and in Washington, D.C., and it was just like every other state in this nation, we were faced with a recession that every person in the state has felt. We all know businesses that have closed their doors because of this recession. We all know people who have lost their jobs because of the economic situation. It hasn't been an easy time for us, and the governor and I are both aware of that, and that's why we are working hard to try to turn the economy around and to put Iowa on the road for recovery. Through the Department of Economic Development, we continue to work very hard to attract new jobs to the state, and since taking office, we have built on our strength in agriculture, and we have become the nation's leader in renewable energy, in all forms of renewable energy. I'm very, very proud of that. And through the $875 million iJobs program, we're meeting the state's critical needs in infrastructure, build and repair, and in the same process, we're creating jobs for Iowans when they need them the most. But incentives and investment will only get you so far. And we both know that if Iowa is going to attract the high-quality jobs that Iowans demand and deserve, and if we are going to attract and retain the workers that we want to attract and retain in our state, we have to be very, very certain that the state is welcoming for all. We have to make sure that everyone, regardless of their race, age, ethnic background, sexual orientation, or gender identity, feels safe and at home here in Iowa. And I'm very proud that I think we've taken some major steps to do exactly that. And Carolyn spoke to you briefly about that. First of all, we made sure the schools were opening and inviting by passing the Safe Schools Law. And this legislation took steps to eliminate bullying in our schools and ensures that the schools are safe, nurturing environments for all students. The governor also signed legislation that expanded the Civil Rights Code to include LGBT Iowans. Now no one in Iowa can be discriminated based on their sexual orientation or gender identity, either in the workplace or in finding housing. This was a huge step forward, and it showed employers and employees alike that Iowa was a place where everyone is welcome. And finally, and probably the most significant, at least the one received the most attention from the media, loud signal across the nation that we take civil rights very, very seriously in Iowa, when the Supreme Court ruled that LGBT individuals have the right to get married, just like everyone else in this state. And that's right. And off the record, I'll tell you, the world hasn't come to an end. Sky didn't fall in. Don't think anybody has been particularly adversely affected in any way, and there's a lot of people that are happier today because of it. And since that ruling, we in the governor's office have worked very hard, and in the legislature we worked very hard to keep discrimination out of the Constitution. We just cannot and will not allow the rights of Iowans to be taken away. Not now, not ever. And we were having a little conversation here at the table a moment ago, and your speaker for this morning asked me if there would be an attempt to change that, and the answer is, of course, there will be an attempt. And that is what, in part, the election on November 2nd will be about. So I just want you to know, for the governor and I, we believe that the Supreme Court has spoken, that our Constitution guards those rights, and we will fight long and hard every day to make certain that there is not an opportunity for a constitutional change. I think all of those steps that have been taken to this point in time show that here in Iowa we mean business. And I'm proud to say, because of our efforts and because of the never-ending resilient spirit of Iowans, the efforts are working. And I am very proud today to tell you that for the first time since the recession began, all economic indicators say the economy is beginning to improve. And boy, is that good news. The state budget is taking in more money than we had anticipated, than the Revenue Estimating Conference had anticipated, indicating that people are spending money again and that our economy is moving forward. National publications like Forbes and CNBC, Smart Money, all say the same thing. They all say that Iowa is a great place to do business. But just because things are getting better doesn't mean that we can stop. We have to keep doing whatever we can to attract new business and to attract and to grow the economy. And in my opinion, that's why this conference is so important. Some of the state's best and most progressive citizens are in the room, and we are counting on you to use this opportunity today and to seriously discuss the state's economic future. At the close of this conference, I look forward to hearing the outcome of those discussions. But also, please know that your work will not end today when you leave. We must all continue to do our part to make Iowa a welcoming place and a place where businesses can grow. And also, please know that you will always have a partner in the Culver Judge administration, and the governor and I both look forward to working with you in the months and years to come.